Yeah, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another great episode of Chronic Series with your boy Brothers. I'm Wells. Uh, Back again, me in live form. Yeah, it's really me. Gave my little AI twin a break, man. He definitely been holding me down. Bringing y'all content. I hope you guys are following us on all platforms, also Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Of course, YouTube. It is what it is. Back again today. A little late. Sorry, had to get my hair chopped. Sorry. A little bit of a diva since I've been in front of this camera for you guys for so long. So I got to get my hair cut before I get in front of the camera. A lot of these dirty podcasts, I don't know, they get up and get on shit. I can't. But on the ballot today, this whole entire episode is going to be us reviewing the final episode of Raising Kanan. Raising Kanan, kind of disappointed me a little bit, only because on the premise of I can say that I knew a lot of stuff that was going to go on with the show before it happened. No, I don't have any insider knowledge, but I say all the time, man, I've been watching TV shows for so long, a lot of stuff I can predict before it actually come in the show. So I remember the morning of it coming on or whatever. I didn't watch it yet. So my homeboy called me and he was itching to tell me about the show. So I told him, I'm like, bro, don't tell me something I already said already. Don't tell me that Juke killed Rock. Don't tell me that. Because I kind of told you it was going to play out that way. Now, for my theory of why I told him 2 weeks in advance that Juke was going to kill Rock, not I can't say 2 weeks in advance, but after Kanan killed Marvin, because if y'all remember and y'all pay attention to the shows that y'all love so much, where did Juke mother die at? On Rock front steps. Well, we forgot about that part. Yeah, y'all probably did, because my man said he don't remember. But yes, Juke mother died on Rock front steps, so think about it. For him, that's why she kept saying the terms, I gotta take everything from her. My mother got killed on your mother's front steps. Then you kill my father. Then you killed the uncle that would have been my father if anything ever happened to my father. So yeah, I knew she was gonna go after her. She can say, like, of course it's TV. Oh, I was gonna get you until I seen y'all together. Nah, I don't necessarily think that. Because at the end of the day, am I saying yes? Duke would definitely drop Kanan ass. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. She wouldn't even do it twice about dropping him. But it happened out that way. And then the reason also why I kept saying it was gonna go that way, Kanan, his that household took both my parents. Then on top of that, if you fast forward on to when Juke and Kanan reunited in the OG power, he kind of had a little fear factor with her. She definitely kind of was young bullying him a little bit. Like she was a superior, but at that time during the show, she didn't disclose that she was his older cousin. Because if y'all paid attention now, Juke is older than Kanan. See what I'm saying? When y'all watch the last clip of the final clip of the joint when they at the hospital, Kanan, the baby, Marvin got Juke already. See what I'm saying? So that should key in. Juke is older than Kanan. That's his big cousin. So I can see the fear factor, but after that day, she definitely put the fear in that nigga heart. I don't know if y'all watchers looked at the way he slid away from that table and thought he was running to check on his mom. Oh, nigga, he was getting the fuck away from her. You see how she leaned up on the table and told that nigga, what if I come after you? Nigga, what? Nigga, I killed your mother, told you to come meet me at a diner so I could break down and tell you. And if y'all people remember the show of Power, wasn't that the same diner that they family used to go eat at? The same diner they had to shoot out at a couple seasons ago. Y'all gotta realize, dog, I've been telling y'all niggas, Juke the OG of that joint, Kanan lightweight. See what I'm saying? Juke need her motherfucking show. Cause y'all see when Juke came up, she was grimy as shit on regular power. Had young boys running in jewelry stores, shit like that. So don't be surprised if we end up with a Juke spinoff. Not be surprised. But I knew Juke was gonna be a savage because, like I said, like yeah, Rock took too much from her. Rock took, it's too much from that family. And at the end of the day, she probably got the most love for everybody. Just Kanan that, probably a lot of her love is for Kanan. But I really believe that she left him alive to punish him. Like I said, we can't sit here and say Juke was stupid. She's been very smart all the way through the series. So we cannot say Kanan might have went to the smart schools and all that shit. They never really showed how smart Juke was. See what I'm saying? Then she did go to the army for a hot second. We don't know how that transpired as far as what they showed from it, but that's it. But to me, myself, I knew that was going to happen. Did I knew that Pino Bernardi was going to get killed? No, I didn't know. See, the thing with me is I thought they was going to end it out with Tony Danza dying only because Stefano had been so much of a pain in the ass and think he controlled so much. But as we can see from this episode, from this series, that Pino Bernardi was kind of higher on the food chain than Stefano the way he was talking to him. But I tell people, because also my man, like, why he kill him? If y'all know street shit, y'all know gangster shit. When that man walked in that nigga establishment and put his hand on him and said, I give you my permission, you gonna tell another boss that I give you my permission. He came in the door, hey, she's all yours. You pretty much insinuate that you allow him. And if y'all pay attention, Stefano don't like nobody to allow him shit. And he don't like nobody to feel like they're young boy when they need them. See what I'm saying? So that's why Pino Bernardi had to die. That was kind of common sense, but a lot of people probably would wonder, why did Stefano kill him? That's the ones that just watch TV. They don't know nothing about how street politics go, how gangsters think, and how gangsters react. But that right there was a gangster reaction. Believe me, my man told he killed her because he was working with Rock. No, he didn't. First off, if that was the case, he would have just killed him. You see, he had to do it behind somebody because if he would have got one of his people to do it, then every other family would have been coming after him. So you got to know mob ties, to understand why that shit went down that way and why he set it up the way that he did. As far as other key points that I've seen in it, I hope you guys realize by now that the two children that walked up to the garage trying to get put on some work was the new Ghost and Tommy for the next series. I like to see how that comes into fruition because you see they kind of fleed them off, told them they was kids. I already naturally thought myself that they would start the Ghost and Tommy era from teenagers. Them niggas they like 8 or 9 years old. They gonna be out there grinding at 8 or 9. They look like kids. See what I'm saying? So I really thought they was gonna start in the teen era, maybe 13, 14 years old. But kids are short at their age, so maybe they all gonna portray them to be that old. But them niggas are they can drive in cars and nothing. They might be on bikes. You see what I'm saying? But that was a little key point about how things, how it worked out on certain behalves and stuff. And then what else was a big key part? That brief moment when you see Raising Kanan had that moment when he was proud how he saved his mom from not getting killed, shit like that. See, a lot of this stuff is gonna be the build up, but we already know them niggas locked in. We already know that Kanan and I want to know what's gonna happen between him and Breeze for him to be okay with Ghost killing him. So that's why I kind of stay invested into their relationship because I want to know where can something like that go on. As far as like I said, the rest of the show, the highlights was the same. I knew Rock wasn't going to fold because I knew Kanan wasn't going to fold. So, and if she already said she wasn't going to fold without him, we kind of already knew that was going to happen. A lot of people were definitely shocked because they didn't think that she was going to die. And I promise you, a lot of people probably thought she was going to escape once they seen Stefano get her the pass, and then she carried it out the order and was packing her bags on her way out. That's why I'm like the way I did like how they did the scene because even for a moment I thought she was scot free. See what I'm saying? So mhm, I definitely thought she was scot free. And then it's like that moment, and then it's like you seen that look at Juke eye like you're not talking me down, I take. That's why Rock went for that gun because she knew she wasn't gonna talk to her. And that became the end of it. And I mean it's like just kind of crazy where you see on live TV how the streets can just take away a whole family to where you just left with two children. That's the only Thomases left. And they, I ain't gonna say they bloodline, but that's just two kids. Y'all just had it, all them people. And then which is yours. So I mean, I know it's definitely crazy, but shit, them kids seem to be adapting just fine and they getting right into the shit, you know. So I can't wait to see. Um, can't leave one without. I like the final episode. I'm gonna say yes. A lot of people talk down on it. They say they didn't like it, but the problem that they gotta understand is I can't be sad about a show that's already given me more. Like for instance, I just sat here and rewatched the series, the original, which I love. See what I'm saying? And when it ended, I was a little upset. I was highly upset. But I wasn't that upset because they already was showing us that Legacy was coming out, which was a spinoff from it. So you would still see a few of the actors and some new actors, of course. So I was okay with it. With this particular situation, we know that we're going to see Kanan again. We're going to see Breeze again. We're going to see Stefano again. The characters are not going to move. It's just moving to a new and putting in new stars. But the same stars still stay in play. See what I'm saying? So maybe that's why I didn't look at this final show as a disappointment. I mean, I hope they didn't expect a bunch of people to die because the show still has to live on with these characters, these most of the characters in the next sequel, being those that Power OG is right in the same era as all this is being built. So to me, I was okay with how they ended it because they couldn't end it dramatically. But you want them to end it sending Kane in the jail or something like that. Who gonna be Kane in the next one? Like y'all gotta pay attention. We already know a lot of the story. So they gotta bring it into fruition. So I agree that they gave us one key kill because Rock was at a point where either she was about to go to jail for the case or she was gonna die. I mean, getting away is not third because the feds would have still been on her ass for what she did. So I can't say totally her getting away would have freed her. Which the charges she was facing behind that, she probably would have got a little slap on her. She had some money to fight. But at the end of the day, she still would have went to jail and that would have been it. But they wanted her out of town, so she had to go either way. But I don't think you can duck the feds. I don't know if it was that sweet back in the 80s. I don't know. But I figure the feds situation would still put her to her anyway, wherever she went. So, she really either had to die or disappear. But she was already hot. So I don't know how much disappearing would have did for her anyway. See what I'm saying? But I'm definitely content. I'm hyped to see the next one. Definitely hyped to see the next one. Before we go, also too, I mean, we're gonna talk about Fightland real quick. I mean, the whole Fightland series. Don't get me wrong. Um, as a slow start. Some people saying they hate it. I mean, I'm sorry to say, most shows come out blasting. Like everybody know that's how you can determine a TV show the power. The power determines everything. You know, it starts seeming to be starting slow, but it's keeping me interested because I can see the shit that could be coming down the pipeline that can make it like, oh, this shit all right. Oh, this shit all right. But y'all got a tall order by saying that this is going to be the its power, I don't know nothing about that. And a lot of people, I'm not biased. I watch UK shows, accent don't bother me, none of that shit. I don't know why people say it's talking English, lost. But it's not none of that stuff. It's just that I hope they ramp it up a little bit. I mean, the storyline is definitely cool. But I see where they got to give me a little bit more to keep me into it. Yeah, definitely, I know a lot of viewers see the same thing. Like this storyline is kind of short lived. I don't see the storyline that they running on now being 4 or 5 seasons. If you look at the previous shows, the storyline was preloaded. See what I'm saying? It wasn't so I'll be interested to see how they gonna play this out. Um, you know, episode 2, main man from for life went missing. Don't nobody know where he at. He ain't showed his face yet so far. We'll see for episode 3 if he comes back. But it's just a lot of gaps that I don't understand. And I'm not gonna say don't understand. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I can't naturally sit here and say it's a UK based show because they sell drugs in the United States. They have boxing organizations in the United States. So it's kind of ignorant for you to say, oh, it's the UK stuff. No, it's actually pretty regular shit. It's just that they need to ramp it up. First show definitely kept me interested and ready to watch the second. The second one was okay, but you need to give me a little more. Definitely hope we got more than Fight. But so far, so good. Fightland is doing this thing. On top of me losing tons of TV shows, I don't have anything to watch. So, I definitely give this just a viable chance. I'm even watch the Starz Black Rodeo joint too. I mean, right, I'm not biased. I mean, I can't sit on the platform and entertain shows if I don't watch everything. So I watch a lot of stuff. See what I'm saying? As y'all see in the little shorts that I put in and stuff like that, that's why I rather supply the shorts because they give you a quicker outlook than these 4 episodes. But y'all know the shows that I love the most are going to always get the 4 episodes. And then eventually I'll start putting them together where the topics I come up with that I put out as shorts each week will come back and recap and do it more in depth than 60 seconds. Y'all get some short. Most platforms are going to break up shorts of the 4 episodes. I just prefer to do my formula my way, and I'm not going to stop it. So, that's probably a way to be. We'll be shorts all week long. And then on the weekend, we'll drop that one long episode or one full episode talking about, what we were discussing in the shorts and giving you all the details that we left out of the shorts. And that'll probably be the formula here now on Chronic Series. I feel pretty comfortable about changing the formula and keeping it that way because one, it keeps y'all more informed. I mean, people, it's the time of world where guys don't sit here anymore and watch hours of show or an hour. They'll watch minutes. So I started pushing more short so that I can get more content out, more visibility and stuff. So when I drop the 4 episodes, it'll actually be people that know that there's 4 episodes coming or even be hopefully new subscribers to the channel. So it all works out. But we got a lot of things going on. New sponsors coming to the fold. There's Hard and Stripes clothing as always with us. We got a new one coming out soon. They all start seeing the commercials popping up in episodes. But just know that things are going in the right direction. And this platform definitely is about to be ushered into a new. It's coming up to wintertime. As I tell y'all, wintertime I'm stuck in the house. So reviews, games, it'll be a lot of stuff going on. Just make sure y'all tap in. Facebook always thanks for checking in. If you ever subscribe to the channel, please make sure you do. Please make sure you smash that like button and make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. As always, I'll get y'all next time.